Life, especially when you move abroad, becomes a mash-up. You're stitching together jobs, making opportunities for yourself, routines, identities, and plans that don't quite make sense yet. You're doing a lot, but yet it also feels like nothing is happening. How long before things fall into place? In the middle of all that, you're also forced to confront something harder. What do you actually want? Not what looks impressive or safe or what you think others are expecting of you. And that's also where things start to slow down, because when you stop following the obvious, clear path, progress doesn't look like the way it used to. There's no timeline and no need for external validation when it could be difficult to explain what you are up to, when what you're looking for is a way to contribute to the world in various capacities. You carry this dream and vision and it feels so close yet a distance away. But you've got a couple of good news and taken steps across stepping stones. When there's no script to follow, endless possibilities open up, and the crucial part then becomes being able to narrow options down, visualize strategic steps, and to prepare for the time when opportunities knock on the door. I moved, again, in search of my place in this world, where I could do cool things and find a place that feels like home. If I could describe my life in the past few months, I would say that it feels like a mashup of choices made to making things work. Picking up house-sitting jobs, volunteering time as a workawayer while figuring things out, deciding not to commit to signing contracts for a lease because I'm not sure if I would find opportunities in this city yet, and also volunteering with organizations to build my portfolio, all while learning how things work around here and continuing to apply for a chance to step a foot into my dream industry. Starting over can also feel like falling behind sometimes. It's the in-between season where the next step is a little unclear and can be a little uncomfortable and challenging at times. You start asking yourself, did I make a choice that makes my life harder than it needs to be by moving here? Or what else can I be doing to fast-track this process? It's the part of the story where you find yourself thinking, I know I'm capable, but my life feels unfinished right now, and I know there's more to this. It's kind of ironic because that was the mindset that I also had when I left home 3 years ago. It was that feeling and knowing that there's more to life than what I was living at that time. But the difference between then and now is that even though I know I've yet to arrive at my peak, I am right on track where I need to be, and that the decision I made to leave things behind 3 years ago was one that I'm glad I made. In a way, I was used to things working out, the clarity of knowing what I wanted, knowing how to get results, and the familiar feeling of validation that came with it. Without a clear path, it's so important to have patience. Patience doesn't mean waiting passively. There's a different kind of patience in trusting that even when it seems like nothing is yet happening on the surface, good things are coming and good things will come. And even if it doesn't, that I am brave enough to navigate through. Setting up life abroad recently is requiring more and more trust and expectant patience and the becoming as I go. This experience was also something I wished for. It might sound a little sadistic or weird, but I was hoping for the opportunity to struggle and let things take time to happen, because I wanted to show myself that I was able to figure things out. If things came too easily, I questioned if I actually deserved them. When opportunities take time, you learn to adapt your relationship with uncertainty and your own worth. You build confidence that you can figure things out and that you don't need a perfect plan to begin, and that might just be a valuable outcome in itself. The past year feels like a chapter that is unfinished because some chapters don't fit neatly into 12 months and some versions of you take longer to become. If you feel like you're in a period of slow season, remember that most of the time, the most important changes happen quietly, subtly, until one day, everything shifts all at once. If you resonated with being in the in-between, I invite you to take a look at your camera roll or reread your journal if you have one. Sometimes we need to remind ourselves to celebrate our wins and acknowledge how far we have come. Slow seasons are necessary and required, and unfinished seasons don't mean that you are falling behind, but an invitation to keep going along faithfully. So, how long before things fall into place? Maybe that's not the right question to ask. Maybe the right question is, am I making decisions that are bringing me closer to where I want to be? And who am I choosing to be in the wait?